dog. Bobby, you don't even want to come by me, but I could stay here and I could feel the dog energy now. He know his sister gone. My dog ain't eat the whole day. Why we eating animals? We ain't supposed to be eating animals, even though I know I still eating chicken and fish. I know eventually I'm gonna cut her out. This is for people who plan to never stop eating animals. I plan to, I know I will. Bobby, look, dog, you wanna move. Look, tell me you can't see the pain. Can't see the pain, Bobby? You already know it's Molove, and I'm back at it again with a positive message. So let's get straight to it. After watching this video, if you still feel the same way about eating animals, you seriously need to take a soul check. For real, for real. This is not me dropping a video trying to tell you how to eat, how to live your life. No, that's entirely up to you. But after I label these points, right, and then I give you the reason why I came to the realization that we are not supposed to be eating animals. They have souls also. If you still feel the same way about eating that chicken, that burger, in my opinion, you need to get your soul checked. So, how I'm going to drop this vid, right? First of all, I got 13 points here. You can't see it, but I got it somewhere where you can't see it, but I can see it. Yeah? I got 13 points here labeled that I'm going to just go through, which are, I'm sure there are more reasons why we should not be eating meat. At the end of the day, nobody knows everything. As a matter of fact, nobody knows anything. Don't let that go over your head. Nobody knows anything. So I'm going to go through 13 points that I came up on my own. This is not me going on Google, typing why we shouldn't be eating meat. Or, yes, I do read. I do read a lot. I do listen to a lot of audios. I'm always seeking knowledge because I'm always trying to improve myself. Personal development is at the paramount of my list when it comes to priorities. However, these came from me realizing that this is true because I've had to stop eating animals. I remember way back in 2017, right? I embarked on this journey, but I fell off. I started again, I would fall off. I would start again, I would fall off. Yeah? So these points I'm going to label here are things that I've experienced every time I would stop eating meat. Even if it's only for 1 week, I would notice some of these things. Right? And what I noticed is the reason why I wasn't able to sustain the habit of refraining from consuming animals is because I was at that time I was trying to do it because of the vegan bandwagon. Like, you know, yes, I want to live the healthiest lifestyle possible. I want to become my best version. By now, whoever watching this video, if you've been following me, you know that's what I'm about. Becoming my best version and inspiring as many people out there to become their best versions as well. The issue was I did not have that self-realization. Something didn't occur within me to make me really realize why we should not be consuming animals. I'm not going to be using the word meat because why? I realized I talk to a lot of people, and not a lot, to be honest, because most people eat whatever they want. But to the few people who would be like, yeah, I don't eat meat. Yeah, I only eat fish. So what fish is then? Isn't fish meat? So I'm not going to use meat. I'm not going to use flesh. I'm going to use animals because that's what they are. It's not just meat. Because you're a blogger, meat too. What if people was to say, well, look at our meat. So, some men still refer to ladies. Some fellas still refer to ladies. Look at that piece of meat there. How would you feel somebody refer to you as just a piece of meat? Because you are just a piece of meat at the end of the day. The true you is your spirit within you, but that's not what this video is about. So, going on the list now, the first one, our digestive system is not designed to consume meat. I'm going to just briefly touch on these things. I'm not going to go in depth because I don't want this video to be too long, because I want to get to the true essence of how I came to the realization that we are not supposed to be consuming animals. So stick with me until the end of the video, and I guarantee you, I will touch your soul. You will never look at that chicken on your plate the same way again. That's the first one. Our digestive system was not designed to consume meat. In a nutshell, our digestive system is way shorter, right? So our digestive system, it takes way longer to break down meat or flesh. Animals. Our digestive system was designed to consume plants, fruits, much more friendly on the body. Healthier as well. So that's the first thing. Okay, just to add to point one, right? Because I know you're going to have some people in the comment section, they're going to want to say this and that about our digestive tract was not designed to consume meat. Let me explain. When I said that the animals I was speaking about, or I was speaking about the carnivores, the lions, the cheetahs, the hyenas. If you watch them, they have a much longer digestive tract, right? Which means that it takes a longer time for the food to go through their body. Yeah? Us now have a much shorter digestive tract. That means foods are not supposed to be staying in our body for too long. So when we consume animals, our body have to work twice as hard to break down those foods, which is not natural. That's the reason why it lowers our energy as well, because it takes more effort for our digestive tract to break down the animals. Yeah? Just to clarify the first point on digestive tract. That's the reason why our digestive tract was designed to consume and break down plants, fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains, not animals. Yeah. Nasty bump here, boy. Just come from sparring, both up in somebody's head. So it goes sometimes, all good. Well, the second one. When we consume animals, we absorb the energy that they embodied at the time they were tortured. Yeah, energy never dies. Energy is only transferred. So when that animal the throat was slit, they were tortured, murdered. How you think that animal is feeling? More than likely, anger, fear, anxiety, because nobody really wants to be murdered. Who really wants to be murdered, tortured, killed against their will? Nobody, unless you choose to kill yourself. So when we consume the animals, we also absorb that energy, which makes sense why so many people are living in fear. Why it makes sense why so many people have anxiety. It makes sense why so many people are aggressive, anger, because we're taking on the energy of that animal. Third point, we should be consuming life and not death, because I know somebody going to be watching this video and be like, yeah, but Molove, you're saying that we should eat plants, but aren't plants alive as well? Yeah, when you eat them, they're still alive, so you're eating life. When you eat an animal, is that animal still alive? We should be consuming life and not death. We are what we eat. Number 4, animals have souls too. Right, listen. I can kind of jump the broom a little bit as to how I came to the realization. I'm not going to go into details yet, but they murdered my dog yesterday. Well, one of them. Rest in peace, Lily. They murdered her. They poisoned her. Right? And the other dog that we have is a male. From yesterday, the dog did not eat anything. And normally that dog, right? From that dog here, food pouring in the bowl. That they're waiting for you to move. That dog did not eat at all. Nothing. I felt that energy. If you're an empath and you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. The only thing that dog couldn't do, his name is Bobby, by the way. So henceforth, I'm referring to him as Bobby. The only thing Bobby couldn't do was cry. That's the only thing he couldn't do. Like, I could have sensed his heart is just crushed because he knows that Lily is no longer around. Now tell me, how can you have feelings if you don't have a soul? Do you have a pet? Or do you know someone who has a pet? I personally know of someone. She's an ex-girlfriend back in the days. I doubt she'll watch this. Maybe somebody who knows her, who knows about this situation, could attest to this. And her dog passed away. Listen, I got a call. I think it was 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Tears! Why did she cry? She had a connection with that dog. How can you connect with something or someone that doesn't have a soul? Can you connect with your phone? Can you connect with your bed? Can you connect with your car? No. Why? Because those things don't have souls. Animals have souls. We should not be consuming animals. Number 5. Meat, based on many studies, is the cause for many diseases. You could check this up. Hypertension, obesity, diabetes, you name it. Yeah, you might be saying, yeah, I eat meat all the time, whatever, I don't get it. Don't be counting your chickens and don't be boasting that, because you wouldn't want that to happen to you. And the thing is, right, unfortunately, the animal or whatever, the meat in the US and Europe, maybe they're a bit more tampered with, maybe not, because we probably getting the last crumbs. But fortunately, some of us eat a more balanced diet. Hopefully you eat your fruits and your veggies to help balance things out. But if you check it out, and I could tell you, because I work in a medical department in an insurance company at the moment, right? And there are many people with diabetes, many people with hypertension, many people that are obese right here on this island that I reside on. Now, if there are studies that say that meat causes many diseases, such as the ones I just listed, what are the chances that meat is also causing those same diseases I just mentioned right here? Moving on. Number 6, animals deserve to live. Also, who are we to decide otherwise? Can you create an animal? Did you create them? So if we didn't create them, who are we to decide what kind of sauce to put on that animal and seasoning and cook that up? And listen, I am by no means trying to come across as a hypocrite, because up to yesterday, I bust down some chicken breast. But guess what though? Today I didn't eat any meat, any animal though. And I am not eating them anymore. I know it's not going to kill me. I don't care if I lose some weight, if I lose some gains. It doesn't matter. We didn't come here to consume animals. They deserve to live just as much as we deserve to live. Number 8, your aura becomes more radiant when you stop eating meat. I recognize this every time I stop. It could just be 1 week I stop. I give off a different vibe. And for those people who know me, pay attention to my aura. If you know what aura is, pay attention to that going forward. Because today is day 1 of me not eating animals. And I sticking by that. Not because of YouTubers or people I know that not. No, it came from here. I shed tears for my dog this morning. Tears. Why? Because animals have souls too. I had a connection with that dog. I know I'm feeling hurt dropping this vid, but it needs to be said. Number 9, your energy increases when you stop eating meat. Point blank. I've experienced this. Try it. Before you negate anything or everything that I'm saying, try it. Just go 1 week. It can't be that difficult. You can't discipline yourself to not eat animals for 1 week. Come on, you can. They program us to believe that we need to eat meat. And you do not need to eat meat to get proteins. If anybody there watching, where you going to get proteins from? Where the cows they get the proteins from? They eating grass all day. Where they getting their proteins from? A giraffe born about this height, taller than most of us. Where giraffes getting their protein from? They eating grass all day. Anyways, moving on. Number 10, your heart becomes lighter. You become more compassionate. From the moment you start to view animals different, you have no choice but to become more compassionate. Because now you understand that we are all connected. And every life form on the planet, every being on the planet deserves to be treated with love. Every living being. Every life form. We did not create life. So therefore we must respect life. And again, these are realizations that I got from this experience because I've been had to stop. But everybody goes through different phases, and at the end of the day, people grow in consciousness at different paces. So I don't expect you to just drop it like me or stop eating animals from tomorrow. But I do expect after this video though for you to at least view animals different. At least view animals different, because at the end of the day, if you have a pet and you love that pet, and you know deep down if that pet is murdered, you know it's gonna hurt. So if it's gonna hurt you if your pet is murdered, why should it be okay for a cow to be murdered and then for you to put it on your plate and finish the job? You know, they just milk a cow, milk a cow, milk a cow, milk a cow. They don't care what that cow going through. Milk a cow. Check out the documentary Forks Over Knives. Milk a cow, milk a cow, milk a cow. Till they can't find no more milk. Then when they finish with milking the cow, they hang the cow, they slit the throat. When they slit the throat and it bleeds to death, there's where you get your burger from. There's where you get your cheese from. By the way, cheese is just basically hardened pus, by the way, in case you didn't know. I had to just use that to remind myself why I don't want to eat cheese. I've been eased up the cheese though. Since January, I've been eased up the cheese. And don't be drinking cow milk. Only cows supposed to be drinking cow milk. Only, grab yourself some almond milk, some silk milk. Don't be drinking cow milk. It's not good for you. Moving on. Number 11, no more anxiety and fear. You become peaceful within. Again, just to tie into number 2, their energy is transferred to you when they are murdered, tortured, killed. So if we refrain from eating animals, therefore you're no longer absorbing that energy, that fear energy, that anxiety energy. Therefore, we become more peaceful within. If more and more people start to adapt this approach and stop eating animals, guess what would be the outcome? A more peaceful planet. There's no other way. Number 12, every time you choose not to eat an animal, you are honoring the Creator, God, which in essence you are honoring yourself. Remember, we are all images of God. We are all one. One. There's only one. The world is a reflection. You're looking at me, but you're also looking at yourself. Yeah, that might be a little deep, but it's what it is. So every time we choose not to eat an animal, we are honoring God because He created those things. Well, I don't like to use the He. I know that's a general thing, but really and truly, the Creator God is just God. It's no he or she. It's no gender. Because if we're all images of God, that means that it can't have any gender, because it's not only males on this planet. That's why whenever I hear people refer to God as He, I'd be like, but what's up with the she? Everything comes from a female. Not trying to digress, but just something to think about though. Everybody comes from a female, but yet still they refer to God as He. Why? And I'm not talking religious, not trying to even tickle nobody nerves. If you're watching this and you're into religion, all good. But just something to think about though. So you honor God every time you choose not to eat an animal, because you're respecting the Creator's creation. Moving on. The last one. The world will be a better place once we stop consuming animals. This is one of the main reasons why the world is in chaos today, which ties in to number 11 and number 2. I'll post it so you know what the numbers are. Right? If more people on the planet start to eat more fruits, veggies, and leave the animals be, therefore, more people would be vibrating in that love energy, vibrating at a higher frequency, embodying that compassionate love, peaceful, tranquil energy, and no more anxiety, fear, anger. I don't think I need to go more into details when it comes to that. You know, how can we afford to be murdering how much billions of animals every year and expect to live in peace? It doesn't make sense. We are all connected. We are basically eating our own self. When you look around you, aren't people around the world killing themselves? Do you see the correlation? I am you, you are me. We are all one. No. With that being said, so they poisoned my dog yesterday. Yeah, they poisoned her. Her name was Lily. I think if you were paying attention, you would remember that. Her name was Lily. They poisoned her for no reason. She never used to try to hurt anybody. I mean, she wasn't the only dog that they poisoned. They actually poisoned like 3-4 dogs on the same street. I feel the same compassion for the other dogs as well. But again, I did not have a connection with those other dogs. Yeah? But I still feel that compassion. Why? Because and that's the reason why I could never look at an animal the same way again. Like I said, I shed tears for my dog. No, tell me I am not an absolute hypocrite for me to shed tears for my dog and watch a chicken or a burger or a fish. I can get to that fish thing just now because I know you got people saying, but fish is... Hold on. Watch a burger, chicken, a fish on my plate and enjoy that after I just shed tears for my dog. What makes those animals that are on my plate less valuable than my dog? Tell me. The same way I could feel that deep, saddened feeling for my dog, I should look at all animals the same way. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a dog, a cow, a fish, a horse. They are all animals that have a soul. They don't deserve to be killed. Listen, everything has its place, right? The animals will do what the animals do. If an animal kills an animal, that's on them. We don't have control over that. At the end of the day, animals know what kind of animals they gotta eat. That's their life. But for us to interfere with them, to kill them, to put it on our plate, when there are so many fruits and vegetables and other healthy sources of nutrients that we could find out there, there's no excuses for that. And then for those who are saying, but fish, yeah, I don't eat meat, but I eat fish. Listen, there are people out there that have a goldfish as a pet. And if they come home and meet that goldfish dead, I'm very, very sure it's going to hurt them deeply. They may even cry. Some people have aquariums with many fishes. If you come home a day and you meet all your fishes dead, how would you feel? If you had a connection with that fish or those fishes, you will feel hurt. The point of the matter is, we are not supposed to be consuming animals. Animals deserve to live just as much as we deserve to live. And the realization that hit me today was the fact that if I could shed tears for my dog, I should have that same love and compassion for every other animal. I could never put a steak or a burger on my plate again and enjoy that. Suppose somebody had killed my dog, right? Cook it and put it on my plate, and I know that was my dog, would I eat it? For sure not. For sure not. Why not? So I won't eat that dog, but I eat somebody's cow. That cow could have been somebody else's pet too. That chicken that they cut off their head. Because I sure you never get a chicken on your plate with a head on it. That's the first thing they just take off. So that chicken head is less valuable than your head or your dog head. What if they cut your dog head off if you got dog? Some people have a horse as a pet. Some people have snakes as a pet. Yeah, I might look at a snake like, boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't want a snake as a I wouldn't want a snake as a pet. But there are people that keep snakes as pets. And if someone kills your snake, I'm sure they're going to feel it too, because they establish a soul connection. Once you have a soul, you can connect with that being. And every animal has a soul. I'm gonna drop a little video in there so you could see how my dog was behaving, knowing that his partner in crime is no longer around. I'm gonna leave you look into that dog eyes. I just watch that, and you could see the dog was just in pain. Just have a look. Just have a look. In pain, hurting. If you made it this far in this video, I salute you, because that shows that you're even considering to at least view animals a little differently. Again, I'm not saying that you gotta stop right away. Everyone does not have that kind of willpower. And again, if you did not get a realization that I got, I don't expect you to stop right away either. But I know the realization I got. And we did not come here to be consuming animals. We are not supposed to be consuming animals. Animals have souls also. And if I could cry because someone murdered my dog, it's no way I should feel comfortable with me consuming a cow, a chicken, a fish, whoever eats iguana, wherever it is. Just like they have different humans, different sizes, shapes, colors, body structures. Some people wide, some people slim, some people tall, some people short. It's the same thing with animals. I hope this video touched you in some way, because this experience really, really touched me in a way that I would never forget. Ever forget. Ever forget. I hope this video inspire you to at least consider leaving the animals alone. Let's stick to that plant-based diet. It's gonna be healthier. It's gonna serve us in the longer run anyways. Plus, they're doing all kind of things with those animals too that we don't see. But because the seasoning got it tasting good, and the sauce and whatever, we don't think about the fact that these animals went through so much pain and trauma, fear. We don't consider that, which I personally find makes us selfish. Selfish. Because all we thinking about is our taste buds. We're not thinking about the children that cow left behind. The chicks that our chicken left behind. Back to the fish thing. Fishes have souls as well. Once you're an animal, we are supposed to be respecting all life forms. All, not some. Not just your pet. All. If you like this video, I'd like you to hit that like button. If you think someone else needs to see this video, I'd like you to share this video. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. You already know it's Molove. We are not supposed to be consuming animals. Listen to your soul on this one. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.